Welcome back to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel and welcome to Scotland. Look at this, we've got a right little spot here. I'm Dan from UK Bike Fit and we are in Scotland because we are bike racing this weekend. We are racing the Gralloch gravel race. It's a UCI World Championships qualifier. So we are doing that tomorrow. Today is Friday, the race is on Saturday. And we've just arrived this morning, and the plan today is to just quickly unpack, grab a bit of dinner, and then ride out to Gatehouse of Fleet where the race start is, and we're going to do a little recce of the route, or the first climb of the route, and then we're going to come back and head off to the event village to register and do all that stuff. So yeah, bike's ready. Here this weekend with Amy, my wife, who is Swanee for the weekend. You're Swanee for the weekend, aren't you?
Swanee?
Swanee.
What's that mean?
It's short for soigneur. Basically, like you prep all the meals, you hand out bottles,
Oh, yeah.
you're the
Yeah. Well, I started that job yesterday, cooking all your chicken. And
yeah. We'll not get that on camera. Anyway, right, we're going to do that and then we're going to head off. So I'll catch you on the bike out on the recce. So just started the recce and we are on the first stretch of the Gralloch route. The start is just in the town down there and then it's straight uphill. So the first bit of this climb is tarmac and then very shortly we're going to swing off onto a pure gravel climb. So the reason I want to have a look at this bit is because right from the go there's going to be a big scrap to get into that gravel climb first, or at least in good position. Once you're on the gravel climb, I think it's going to narrow off quite a lot, so if you're not in those front few wheels it's going to be very difficult to pass. So tomorrow this is going to be a big sprint uphill for the first couple of 100 meters basically, so I'm going to need to go quite hard on this section. So we'll swing off onto the gravel climb in a minute. So here we go up the climb. There's a massive hole on the right when you first turn in, so I'll be staying left tomorrow, so that's good to know. So this is about it's about a 4 or 5 mile climb, averages at about 6%. The upper slopes get quite steep, up to 11-12%. So they've put this in obviously to split the field up pretty early, but it just means that the first 20 minutes or so are going to be super hard. So it'll be good to know what the surface is like at least, and we'll see how long it takes me up here. I'm imagining it'll be a nice easy spin up to the top. Might do just a couple of little efforts on the way up just to wake the legs up after the 5-hour drive, but so far so good. Oh, this is why you do Wcky Rise, isn't it? Just set off up this climb, just started an effort, finished the effort, but progressively through the effort there's just this little rattle. It sounded like the headset because it was every time I went over a little bump. Stopped, got off, adjusted the headset, seemed to be a bit better, but then just, you know, carried on again. It was just getting worse and worse and worse until I've just had to stop because it's really peaceful around here and I'm making such a racket, and it was annoying me. Just I was shaking the bike up and down, shaking it, and it sounded like there was something loose in the frame. So I've just taken all the stuff out of my top tube, and lo and behold, the rattle stopped. So just some silly thing in the top tube bag. So yeah, that would have annoyed me tomorrow if I hadn't have found that now, but there you go. Anyway, just going to finish the rest of this climb. I mean, it's pretty awful around here, terrible part of the world, would never recommend visiting. Oh, it's stunning. So I'm just going to finish this climb, head back down, and then yeah, ride back. All right, recce ride done. Bit longer than anticipated. Coming down the descent, this guy at the side of the road, or 2 guys at the side of the road, I asked them if they were all right. They were like, no, my bike's broken. And sure enough, there was a massive crack through the chainstay. So yeah, oh, and to top it off, he had exactly the same bike as me. Exactly the same bike, exactly the same colour. So that doesn't bode well, but yeah. So anyway, I was trying to like help him fix his flat, and he was just gonna like nurse it back to the event village and sort it out there, but couldn't even get his flat to seal. So yeah, could be worse for me, right? So other than my headset, which is still creaking, and it is definitely the headset now, it's not the top tube bag as I thought it was. So yeah, I keep fiddling with it, just try and get it to settle, but I knew the bearings were sort of on their last legs before I came out, so I should have just got them changed before I come, but hindsight is 2020, isn't it? So anyway, just heading back now, so just going to shower and then head back to the event village later on to register and see what's what. But yeah, all in all, legs feel good, recce ride successful, so see what tomorrow brings. Right, just on our way back from the event village, just to look at some sheep and the views.
And the sea.
And the sea. When we get back, I'll talk a little bit about what the plan is for tomorrow, because there is a little plan, but we'll see. How was the ride?
Not much different to Derbyshire. Lots of potholes, lots of cars doing silly things, and hilly. So just like being at home, really. Yeah, the road down to the event village is like a main A road, so it's pretty busy, which is unfortunate. We're gonna go for a little ride on Sunday, and we think we might drive out somewhere and find somewhere a bit quieter, because although it is very pretty, the roads aren't great. And we're staying at the top of a big hill. We
are staying at the top of a hill.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get back, get some dinner, and talk about the plan.
What are you doing?
This is what's going to win me the race tomorrow.
Why is that?
This is it's a wax chain, but it's got this race powder on it, which is supposed to give you extra watts, but it's bloody messy. Like, it's getting everywhere. So anyway, it'll be worth it when I post up for first place.
Chip going on next?
I'm making a meal of it.
What's the lucky number?
595. I can't figure out which way this zip tie ties up. It's that way. If I put it down here, I'll gain an extra 100th of a second, won't I? If I put it up there, it's a bit further back. It'll cross the line.
If you say so.
In the bike throw when I'm sprinting.
Yeah, whatever you say. So just tell everyone what you just told me, your secret trick for saving watts.
This is Dylan Johnson again. I'm going to sound like Dylan Johnson's fanboy, but they ask you not to bend these numbers when they put them on your bike. They want you to put it like flat against the bars like that.
Yeah.
But that is not aero. And Dylan Johnson says that costs you 12 watts versus wrapping it around your head tube like that.
Well, can you see all the numbers when it's wrapped around?
No, that's why they don't want you to do it, but 12 watts.
I know, but it might mistake you for number 59.
Well, I don't care. It's only for the photographers.
Is it?
I don't want my photo.
Oh.
I'd rather have 12 watts than my photograph.
Right. So what's on the menu for dinner, Dan?
Chicken and rice, if I can figure out how to use this weird oven microwave. Oh, you're gonna have to remind me. Oh, hang on. That's it.
2 hours later.
So while that's cooking, tell us the plan for tomorrow then.
The plan ends after about 6 miles, because I think there's a massive climb straight out the gate, and I need to be with a fast group going over the top of that climb, so I can carry that speed across for the rest of the race. If I drop off the back of those faster guys, then I'm never going to see them again. So I need to be with them over the top of that first climb, which means I'm going to have to go quite hard for the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And hope that I can not blow up and try and recover a little bit in a group afterwards. So I'm just going to go hard up that climb, which is a bit risky because I could, do too much and then have nothing left for the rest of the race. I'll be 6 miles into a 66-mile race and be in trouble. But I think if I'm with a group over that climb, I'll be much better off than trying to do it solo. we'll see. We'll see. After that, I'll just race the race and just see how it goes. But hopefully, touch wood, I just get a bit of luck, and you know, no punctures, no major mechanicals. My headset holds up. Like, yeah, I think there'll be a lot of punctures, mechanicals tomorrow. So if I can avoid those, I'll be alright.
I guess like you can train as hard as you want, but like on the day, it's kind of going to be kind of out of your control in terms of whether you puncture and.
Yeah, I was talking about this with a guy I was riding with on the recce, and he was saying he's sort of had enough with gravel because there's too many variables outside of your control. It's not just a power test. It's not the best rider wins. There's a lot of luck involved as well. So he was sort of fed up with it. But I think, you know, just gotta go out tomorrow with the attitude of just going for a nice gravel ride, going hard and just seeing where you end up. And if you get a puncture, you get a puncture. There's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, you can't account for these things. So.
And just enjoy it. When you've driven 5 hours to get here, you're by the sea. It's going to be a nice day, hopefully. So.
Yeah, it'll be good fun. Right, dinner in bed.
Yeah. So anything else you need to prep tonight?
No, turn that off.
Okay.